Fellow Ambazonians, dear comrades in the struggle, fellow fighters for the freedom of a territory called Ambazonia, I salute you all. I come here to give a little bit of clarification in regards to the job that was done in Dongamantung on the 27th of October 2022. In this special attack that was orchestrated by our forces called the Unified Commandos of Ambazonia, our forces took down the military commander of Taba, which is located in the Ndu LGA in Dongamantung. During that exercise, which was led by General Babageto, General Viper, and Fireman, these boys harvested a gun, an AK-47. They harvested 3 magazines. They harvested some jackets, a bulletproof, and a bike. This job was also done in collaboration with one of the forces or some of the forces of the ADF in that locality in Dongamantung. They had about 3 boys that came from the camp in the camp called Takop, the Takop in that same Ndu LGA, and another one of Gozen. So that Takop and Gozem are the ADF fighters that joined them, which there were about 5 of them in number that joined a crew of about 25 fighters that went out for this operation. It was all sponsored by collaborators and sponsors of the Commandos of Ambazonia. And the Commandos of Ambazonia are a group that originated from Momo, which came as a respect to the fallen hero called General Commando. So after General Commando fell, the other fighters that continued to work under his calling or what he believed in called themselves the Commandos of Ambazonia. And so this had spread into Manu and Dongamantung. It is also spreading to other areas depending on those that want our sponsorship and finance. We do not act to rival any of the groups. And now, in Dongamantung, where we have been operating since February 2022, we have done lots of missions, including the backup of ADF camps, particularly the one in Takop. General Clutch Master, who works in close collaboration with the ADF camps there had given a backup or had given backup to the ADF camp severally. And I know he had aided them to avoid lives being lost for our fighters. It was unfortunate that during this exercise, some of the ADF fighters, particularly Capo of Bui, through some type of manipulation, took credit for a job that he was not part of. He did not go to Dongamantung, nor was he there, nor did he take part in that mission. But we do not cancel the fact that there were other ADF fighters involved. And they had been compensated well by some of these magazines, and gun proofs had been given to them. But the gun in question remained with the boys that had or that planned the main mission. Through my humble self, this sponsorship was made possible, and we will continue to do that until we have freedom. We got interested in Dongamantung because of strategic reasons. If we have to sustain Bui County, if we have to sustain the fact that Bui should remain buoyant, then we have to strengthen all other regions that surround Bui. So it was like a national strategy that we take that zone, for example, Boyo, Bui, Dongamantung, and Menchu, and strengthen them. I came out here in February and announced to Ambazonians and begged Ambazonians to all concentrate in Menchum and Donga Mantum. I even told Ambazonians that we should also emphasize on Kupe Manuguba because nothing had happened in Kupe Manuguba for more than 2 years. The same was the situation with Menchum and Donga Mantum. And thank God, these things have begun to occur. Last month, this same Kapo showed 2 guns that were harvested in Takop by the ADF camp there. That intelligence was all given by these same fighters that were loyal to Klosh Master and Baba Ghetto. And that is how it made them to succeed. So these fighters in Ground Zero do not have a problem amongst themselves. But we in the diaspora continue to give them bad advice on how to play tricks and take credit for what they did not do. So I am here to give special salute to the camp of Takop and Gozem for giving collaboration. I have spoken to them and they are happy and they are very optimistic with their collaboration. And they are not part of that video that was made in the name of Kapo. He alone knows how he does it. But the gun and other materials are still in the keeping of those who sponsored or who planned the project. So I thank these fighters seriously. I thank every sponsor and I thank every collaborator of those of us that are in the leadership of the commandos and all other forces that we operate with on Ground Zero. Fighting is not done or planned in the street. A lot of things happen at the background. We only see this result. It would have remained in the dark if not of people who want to abuse others and make sure that people lost their voices. The ADF, some of the AGOC members, and I want to call particularly Kavi, whom I respect, but has turned to be like a kid. And the other, I don't want to call fake profiles here, but I'm also very disappointed in the character of Asu Lucas. Before we begin to bash at people, please verify. If you really like results, then encourage your boys to do much more. They are able, they are more armed than any other force on Ground Zero. Concentrate in doing jobs and take the credit than fighting on credit. We know your tricks, we know all what you're doing. And that is why you went to Batibo and arrested or abducted Mr. John Archer, collected over 3 million. And after 3 weeks in your custody, you lied to have carried out a court hearing just because you had backlash of people talking up and down. And it was very disappointing to see your main leader, Ayabacho, becoming like a child to back up everything that Kapo Daniel does. Just because the man is behaving like the Ngong that his name portrays, then the leader is becoming like a follower of Kapo Daniel instead of being the intelligent leader that we thought he would be. I call on them to stand up because they are now becoming a disappointment. We investigate things and we know a lot of things, but because we need unity, we continue to stay silent with a number of issues. We know that even in Batibo, the situation of John Archer was not because he was producing ID cards or birth certificates. It was because there was a man called Ndam Samson, who also goes by the name Alhaji, who is married to the younger sister of this John Archer, had to report him to the ADF and plan for his abduction. And when the people wanted to pay the money, he was like the go-between. He was like the person, the mediator. Meanwhile, he was the main person who orchestrated the arrest in the first place. Without him, the ADF would not have had any reasons to arrest John Archer. But because the diaspora is so, they are unable to contribute money to give to the boys on the ground, they had to cover up in every trickish way possible. This attitude should stop. If we are not able to sponsor boys on the ground and push them to the level we want, please push away. I know you will not do it. But stop harassing others who are doing their best. Small events like this that were done by a little group of boys in Dongamantu that do not have a lot of arms and are struggling to stand up and show themselves like people who are focused, people who want to fight but lack the resources and want us to galvanize behind them. You take their little credit. What do you think you are doing to them? Are you encouraging them to do much more, or you are discouraging them? You have to stand up, every leader of the Argosy, those that are still well thinking, and stop this character. We know some of you are online with fake profiles commenting from the 1st to 31st and every hour of the day because you are jobless and you only work and eat from the same monies that are collected on ground zero. If not, who is that person who doesn't have 1 minute off from the internet? Because that is where you live. Please, many of us are advocating for unity. That is why we don't want to be fighting out there. Respect our opinions for fighting for unity. If I go to ABS TV sometimes to talk on unity and collaboration, it is not because I love Chris Ando too much. It is not because I am now a member of the IG. I am not. But I am somebody who gives that opportunity for people who think that they have something to offer and let them do it